So you've seen the pitches already from other companies. Your inbox is probably full of them. Every single day, someone is trying to sell you the next magic bullet for your brokerage. You're probably thinking, well, I've seen these agent attraction guys' ads. How are they any different? How is this not just another service like everyone else? How is it different from those other recruiting services who just do cold calling for me? Or maybe a recruiter. How is it going to help me differentiate myself from what other brands are offering? Or the Teamridge down the street offering Zillow Flex? I mean, you're absolutely right to ask that question. The market is saturated right now with noise, as most solutions are slight variations of the same tired theme. You've heard the same promises 1,000 times. Better splits, the latest tech, an amazing culture. That's what a lot of the brokerages are already promising. But if you're honest with yourself, I mean, they all just blend together into a sea of sameness. You're not really differentiating yourself, right? And one of the things I've realized is like a lot of real estate brokerages, they're offering more or less the same things. Obviously, some are better than others at delivering it, but it comes down to packaging. Now, here's the thing, right? The fundamental truth is that the other companies are not really solving the core problem with your brokerage, which is your positioning and the offer you're giving agents. They're just amplifying on top of what you're already doing, and most of the time it's not really leading you to the desired spot. For instance, there are companies out there that are just cold calling for you, but it's like an outsourced cold caller. In other words, almost like a recruiter. You have other companies out there that are just giving you a database. Maybe it's AI led, and all of those resources in the database are just really efficiency gains for you in terms of like CRM or pipeline and workflows. It'll also have some information about agents, but fundamentally you're still like chasing after the agents. You're not really attracting them. And the thing is, like, there are a lot of companies out there that will get you appointments with agents. Don't get me wrong, but usually those appointments don't show up. They're also with brand new agents as well, and it doesn't come and position your brokerage as the place to be. And in this video, I'm going to show you why we are not going to do that for you. I'm also going to show you how to treat your brokerage like a high-end product. Okay, this is a complete paradigm shift that I want you to have with your real estate brokerage. And once you understand that, you're going to see that this is the unfair advantage that you need and what you've been looking for your real estate brokerage. See, here at agentattraction.io, we're not just another generic program where you're left to watch a bunch of videos and figure it out all on your own. That's not some theory either. So we have a product that we give to all of our clients that are coming in, brokers specifically, and it's called the Brokerage as a Product framework, right? And it's a secret weapon that is proven, it's repeatable, it's been refined over 6 years, and over $2 million of our own money spent on advertising. And why am I mentioning this? Because obviously to recruit and attract agents, more important, the keyword here being attract, you have to be a good marketer. Now, there's a couple of key ways that our system is fundamentally different, and obviously it's my job today to demonstrate that. I'm going to explain how it ties in to the future of your brokerage. First and foremost, we help you go from a service, or it's a place to hang your license, to offering a product that agents want to buy. And it really comes down to building an actual avatar aligned offer. So a lot of other brokerages, they sell generic features, right? It's a commodity. We're going to then take what you have already and then transform it into a unique high-end product style offering. You're still offering your brokerage, but it's a offering that's positioned in a way where A player and motivated agents and producers are going to be interested in actually seeking out more information about your brokerage. So this really starts with us and our team getting into the trenches and seeing what you're already offering agents. From there, we will see if it's good enough value proposition, or do you have to custom architect a better value proposition for you that's actually based on what your brokerage is providing. And then we then package it into a video sales letter call funnel. Chances are you probably went through ours as well. You watched a video with one of our actresses or myself called Caroline in there, right? See, a lot of brokers, right? What I've realized is like they may have the right offer, but they're not able to demonstrate it to their prospective agents. And it starts to make you sound like everyone else. And if you seem like everyone else, well, you're gonna get the same results as everyone else. And most people's results are not that desirable, right? That's why most brokers are failing right now when it comes to recruiting, but also just like even getting profit in their business, right? Now, the first thing you want to understand is once you package your brokerage the right way, you want to put it into a video sales letter, as I mentioned, then you want to put it into a video sales letter call funnel. And this allows you to go ahead and have one video. It runs 24/7. I call it a 24/7 digital recruiter. And this allows you to pitch your brokerage, your offering, and pre-frame agents all around the clock 24/7. And I mean, just in terms of like, you already doing other recruiting efforts, this also supplements that as well. For example, I know a broker that works with us, Keith, and he used his existing offering, put into a video sales letter, and now that video sales letter is mandatory for agents to go ahead and watch before they ever jump on a call with his recruiting team. So he runs ads to that video sales letter. He then goes ahead and pushes Indeed traffic, Wisehire job boards, and obviously, he has other sources as well, where he does in-person trainings. Obviously, his ad system is really his bread and butter, and that's what we help him perfect over here at agenttraction.io. If you repeat yourself over and over, right, the one-to-one selling method, you just waste time, you waste energy, you waste resources, and you don't really get agents pre-sold and warmed up before the call, right? And that's not the ideal place you want to be in. There's no leverage, and every single conversation, it just starts cold from scratch. And this is why a lot of agents, the sales cycle, the conversion cycle for them to come work with your brokerage is extended heavily. They all start ghosting because they're not warmed up beforehand. And you just sound like every other broker, right? Everyone says, oh, I have better splits, I have great culture. And look, you might have great culture, and I get it, but it's not going to help you stand out because it's 100 people in a room and they're all saying I have great culture. Well, how is someone going to actually find out you have great culture? They're going to have to join. And I think it's going to be very hard to join when you sound like everyone else. So this also, what I've realized is when you actually if you're pitching one-to-one and you make the same offer that's commoditized, you don't package it properly, your status drops, right? You're chasing, you're convincing agents, you're coming off as desperate. They're not coming to you, right? You are going to them. You also have a loss of authority, right? Agents, they see you as in need instead of a leader, right? And recruiting then becomes another full-time job on top of running your actual real estate brokerage. As I mentioned before, even if what you're already offering is still better, it still sounds the same and it still looks the same. So basically a video sales letter is just one short value-driven video and it speaks for you 24/7. It's on a 3-page marketing funnel, right? A video that goes to an application where people fill out application questions, what you want to ask them. You can then go ahead and use that application to filter out the right fit agents. And then of course, the third page is the calendar page. And chances are, you probably saw our video sales letter. I mean, that's why you might be on, the YouTube video right now, right? And just, using this video sales letter call funnel alone, we as a company have also made millions of dollars in revenue. Now, of course, that's just a testament to show that we're very good at booking agents and brokers and real estate professionals onto our calendar. In fact, in the past 2 years, we sold on 2,800 clients. And just to put that in perspective, that's over 12,000 sales calls, right? 12,000 sales calls showed up. That means 24,000 or about 22,000 people booked the call if we have a 50% show up rate, because in our industry, that's what it is, right? 50-60%. That means, here's the thing. I want to emphasize that we truly believe that we're the best in the world at getting real estate agents to show up with an online call video sales letter funnel, right? And stats show, by getwordpressfunnels.com and SalesBlank that conversion rates go from 40% to 138% when you use a video sales letter. And, in fact, what we realized is that, we used to work with, and we still do work with a lot of the big real estate recruiters at, brokerages like EXP, Real, and some people have recruited thousands of agents. I mean, put it in perspective, if you were to recruit 1,000 agents to your brokerage, how would that, help you? I mean, chances are you probably have a $100 million company in terms of enterprise valuation, or at the very least tens of that millions of dollars, and it can really change your life, right? So a lot of these people, they use video sales letter funnels, and it's not a coincidence because they sell one-to-many and you sell one-to-one. And a video sales letter, as I mentioned, is it's hiring your best recruiter that never sleeps and never asks for salary, and it never stops selling your brokerage. And it's actually a value first approach, and there's a form of reciprocal altruism that takes place as well. It runs 24/7 and it never takes a day off, and it speaks one-to-many with one consistent pitch, and it also filters out unqualified agents because of the application and all that stuff. So you don't waste any more hours on chasing agents or coffee chats that go nowhere. Now, every single conversation you see that you're going to have with the agent is already going to be an agent that is warmed up, they're pre-sold, they know your value proposition, they know your story, and in fact, they're actually excited to talk to you because the VSL call funnel, the video sales letter call funnel, it actually pre-sells people for you. And you actually have higher show-up rates, higher conversion rates, shorter recruiting cycles to get them to actually move over the license. I've also seen as well that even if you use other sources, they convert at a higher rate as well. And agents are not going to value your expertise, and they're going to feel honored to take your call with your brokerage. And you're going to finally be able to show up as the respected leader and not the desperate recruiter. And you're going to know in the deep depths of your mind that what you have solved here with the recruiting is going to take your brokerage to the next level, especially in terms of enterprise valuation. Next, then we provide done for you implementation. When you work with us, of course, right? The video sales letter call funnel is great. It's a concept, but when you work with our company, we actually make sure that we provide you done for you implementation. So look, if you guys are interested in working with us over a 16-week period, where we help you build out the 24/7 digital recruiter, helping get set up with the ads and making sure that all your marketing funnels are all in place. Of course, if you're interested, do go ahead and book a call with our team, and we can go ahead and chat more about how we can help you out. So there you have it, folks. Really, I wanted to just emphasize that Agent Traction.io is not another recruiting service, right? We fundamentally come in and solve what is broken with your brokerage, which is a lot of times positioning and your actual funnel, right, to get people in. Because a lot of brokerages chase agents, they don't actually attract them. There's a reason why our company's name is called Agent Attraction.io. If we call it Agent Recruiting.io, it just doesn't sit right. We believe in attracting agents and making sure there's a value-led approach, right? So in the end of the day, if you want to attract agents and you actually want them to come to you versus you go to them, go ahead and click the description link somewhere below, watch the video, fill out the application, and speak to our team. We'll see you folks on the other side.